This is the BMW iX2 xDrive 30, and today we're going to do a range test at 110 kilometers an hour. I'm charging to 100%, then we go on the highway and check it out. How does it drive? This has 20-inch sport tires on, so the consumption will be a bit higher than it would be with other tires, so 19-inch tires and not sport ones. But I have prepared everything, just charging a few minutes and then we go. I am on my way, driving 113 kilometers. You know, as always, GPS speed is then 110. The speedometer here shows 3 kilometers more than in reality. I'm in efficient mode. My climate is on 17 degrees, no AC, so I'm guessing also no heat because it's 14 degrees outside, and I'm sure it's more than 17 degrees in here. I just started 15 kilometers ago, so don't look at the consumption here because, you know, as always, I repeat myself, first 10 kilometers are uphill. Of course, I have the self-steering and cruise control on. It keeps the speed, and it's just very comfortable, and it doesn't need a lot of touch, so a slight touch and it notices that I'm there here, and it doesn't annoy me at all. A range, it says 330 kilometers. I hope it's going to be more than that, but it has to adjust to the speed and the consumption we have. I'm at 75%, used 25% of the battery, drove 82.5 kilometers, that's 330, if I'm right, 330 kilometers of full range. Consumption right now is 181 average watt hours per kilometer. A drive is great. I had to slow down twice, a tiny bit to pass trucks, and I had to accelerate as well to pass trucks because people were coming from behind. Great drive, very constant. What I love, nothing has changed with drive mode and temperature. Outside temperature is now 16.5. Beautiful weather. Of course, range would be better if it would be warmer, even though then the AC would be on. That's just how it is, but it's nice, and they're gonna turn around soon. I'm at 50% and I drove 172 kilometers, so 342 kilometers of full range. Consumption went down when I changed highways down to 175 watt hours per kilometer, but now on this stretch it goes back up, and you can see that with the instant consumption there, it's mostly above the 177 watt hours per kilometer. Drive is amazing. I'm here on the A92 to Munich, and I'm gonna drive as far as I can before there is a construction zone with 90, because I don't want to drive that, otherwise my speed would be wrong, and then I'm gonna drive back to the charger. But I will check the navigation if I have to do it before that. I don't want to arrive lower than 10% at the charger. I just turned around on the way back to the charger. Car tells me 100 kilometers to go of 128 kilometers of range. So 28 kilometers of margin, but I'm guessing it will be more. I still don't know if the number that it tells me here, I should arrive with 7%, it calculates with 130 because I'm on the highway, or it knows the speed that I was doing for the last almost 2 hours. We'll see. But usually on the way back it's a bit of lower consumption. I can see that already in the instant consumption. I think we're gonna have a bit more. Interesting is the range display shows a different number if you're navigating somewhere where it uses the highway than if you don't navigate. That's weird. So if right now it tells me 126 kilometers of range. I stop the navigation, it recalculates and says 147, so 21 kilometers more. Why is that? Because it knows I will take the highway, and then the range is different? I guess so. But that's okay. It should not do this. It should use what I have used so far. Don't you think so? Yeah. I also have seen that the navigation added a charger automatically, and I will go in a different video through the options that you can select how it chooses the charger. It shows a Tesla supercharger, which is interesting, but nice. And it's good that it can do that, and in the display it also shows me then from what state of charge to what state of charge I should charge. It's all in here. Then where you can see it's very similar to Volkswagen. If you need charging solutions for your trip or for your holiday trip, because holiday season is upon us, then you should check out Maingau Autostrom. With Maingau you can charge at over 550,000 charging stalls all over Europe. And you can charge with the phone, with a card, or with this tiny little chip. And I love this chip. It's so tiny and small, so light. You have it all your keychain, you have it in your pocket all the time. It's just perfect. Check them out in the link in the description below. I arrived with 13%, average consumption 174 watt-hours per kilometer, and I drove 313.2 kilometers. I'm filming a charging session because I want to compare it to the BMW iX1. So if I take the 310 kilometer that Google Maps says that the actual distance was, and then that I used 87%, that means 356 kilometers of range. I put all the data in here so you can see temperature today, tire size and everything. And very interesting, at 130 we got 277 kilometers of range, and it was very similar weather today, dry, no AC, no heat, perfect conditions, not too cold, not too hot. And this is what you get with sport tires with 20-inch wheels. Very, very interesting. Like I said, I do the charging session to 90% or so, and then I go home. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below, and here on YouTube there's also channel membership. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.